guys, what's up? I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys, and this time I'm taking a look at the Transformers Animated Optimus Prime. This is a Cybertronian version. It is the Deluxe class toy, and a little bit of backstory. I never really got into the Transformers Animated toy line. Just during the show, they had a bunch of toys, of course, and they looked off compared to everything else that I had in my collection, so I didn't really want to pick up a lot of toys. And recently, I went back to watch all the Transformers animated episodes, and I decided that I'm going to kind of go back and try to pick up as many Transformers animated toys as I can, or as I want to, in a recent toy fair. Now, when I went to the toy fair, they didn't really have a lot of Transformers animated toys. I could have picked up, a few more, but I only grabbed two, and this is one of them. So, we got the Cybertron version of Optimus Prime. This is actually one of the two toys that I really wanted from Transformers Animated. The other one was Jazz, but I couldn't really find it. Anyways, this guy looks pretty cool. Now, this is a Cybertron version, so he is definitely different than his G1 counterpart, or the one that would be seen later on in the show, where he's a semi-truck, but also a fire truck. I don't really get that. But anyways, this is very cool. I do like the idea that they went back to the Generation 1 design, but it's obviously a Cybertronian truck. First up, I love the fact that the smokestacks are pointed backwards. Or sideways, I should say. I think that is awesome, and it looks really good. Another thing that I really like is this nice, giant windshield. I think that is pretty cool. And I like the design aspect of the front of this. It looks alien to me, and I like that. Looking at the back, you got some treads going on right here, so that's pretty good. Makes it a lot different than the classic design. He does have yellow and silver and black throughout the toy, so that's good. Very nice. The paint job is kind of basic, but it is an animated toy. They didn't really have a lot of detail. They mostly had these, like, very panel look and curves and whatnot, if that makes sense. So, yeah, I'm fine with the lack of detail in this. At least they painted up, at least they painted up some of the detail, so that's good. Now, a couple of things to note. You need the weapons for this. I mean, I guess you don't really need it, but it's just better with the weapons because they help for the alt mode. The entire top section of the Transformer is the shield, and then the axe helps hold the hands in place because it also tabs throughout the body. And then there's nothing really tabbing the legs except for these little side bits, which means that if the axe was out of place, these legs could squish down and pretty much disconnect. So the axe is made in place of that to push the legs to the sides of these panels to hold it in place. So I think that's pretty cool. You can also flip up this peg so you can have something on the back if you want. I think it's very good. It's a nice looking design, and I just really enjoy this. So, with that said, it rolls okay, and, yeah, not much more to say. Wish I'm screwing up on my words today. I wish the treads were black, but other than that, I think it's fine. So anyways, with that said, let's go on to the transformation. The first thing you want to do is pop off the shield. And you actually don't have to pop off any of the weapons, because the axe is held by the hands, and the shield is placed exactly where it's going to go for the robot mode. But it just helps get things out of the way, so go ahead and do that. You're going to take the legs and extend them out, like so. And then pull out the axe, which is connected to the waist, or his butt, I should say, and the hands, and just slide them out of place. Let me raise up the camera just a bit to continue off the transformation. You can move these panels off to the side if you want to make things easier. And then this is on a slider, so you just... Come on. You pull that down, and you swing this down. It's funny because this is on a spring. Doesn't really need to be, but it's on a spring. Next thing you want to do is rotate the legs, and you have to remember that for the transformation going into alt mode, because I just slammed these into the legs, like I collapsed them like this, and it got stuck. Anyways, flip up the feet, and there you have the legs. Very basic legs, not much going on with that. Anyways, for the torso, this is where it gets a little complicated. What you want to do is pull down the chest for right now, and you can see his nice little face. Then bring these down like so. Bring down the arms like that. And then take the waist and move it down to pretty much as far as it will go. And then it's got a little gap that goes right inside there like so. Make sure that these panels are down on the side, and that helps fill out the back. And then you can take these little red bits and you can rotate them around to the back. You could do the same thing to the other side, of course. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing, except on this side you get this little gray bit, so you want to make sure that's out of the way. And then take this hand and slide it up. And there you have Optimus Prime in the robot mode. And I think that this is pretty cool. By the way, he's got a double joint in the neck, so you can do whatever you want with that. Anyways, I think this toy looks very good. He's very bulky, which is different than what he looks like in the show. I believe in the show he has a much more slim design, but I think this is very good. I like the transformation and how everything kind of goes together. It still has a few gaps here and there, but I'm not going to be overly nitpicky, because the transformation is kind of cool. I like it. It's different, and I like it. Now, there's a couple of things you can do with the weapons. The first thing you can do is you can rotate these out, like the hoses or the grapple hands things, whatever they are that he has in the show, so that's pretty good. He does not include a face mask, unfortunately. That kind of sucks, but at least you get an Optimus Prime with his face, and he's got a blue face, which is pretty cool. Now he's got the axe and the shield, which can do a lot, but let's take a look at the articulation first. You got a ball joint in the head, a double joint, a ball joint right here, which, in some places the arms just wiggle around, and then some places it gets stuck, so I don't really understand that. Anyways, you get a double joint in the elbow right here, and then a ball joint right there, so that's pretty good. Ball joint right here. Waist has rotation for no reason. It's not part of the transformation, so that's pretty good. The knee goes as far down as that, and he also has a rotation. So very nice articulation in this toy. And I like the design itself. It's very G1, but it's also very different, which I really do like. I especially love the chest and how that looks. It's just so awesome. Anyways, what the weapons can do, you can straighten that out, and he's got his axe, which is pretty cool. You can slide that into his hand if you want. What you can also do, if you like, you can pop this out and slide that through there, and then attach the axe. It just makes it a little stronger because you have all these joints down here, and it's just, if you, let me slide this out. If you start hitting the axe like that, well, it's just going to bend backwards, but if you hold it midway, it's not going to do much. Well, the axe could rotate, but there's that. Anyways, another thing you can do is you can take this little peg. It's kind of like the booster on the back of the axe. You can take the axe, and I don't believe this was seen on the show, but you can make it a double axe. Woohoo! So you can do that, which is pretty cool. I like that. There's another thing you can do with the axe, but I'm going to take the shield, and you see this little gray bit, you just rotate that around, and that will plug into place. And it's on a ball joint, so you can do whatever you want with that, so that's pretty good. You can have it down like that if you want, you can have it up like this if you want. Me personally, I like to have it straight out. I think that's the appropriate version. I wish there was a place to plug everything on the back. You can kinda tab this on the back, but that looks weird. I mean, you can plug it this way, but I mean, he just has an axe sticking out on the back, which, I mean, that's okay. But another thing you can do with the weapons is you can take the shield, extend it out like so, and there is a little gray lip right there that you can slide that into to expand and extend out the axe. which is very nice, very big weapon. I do like that. I think that's really cool. I just enjoy that. That's awesome. It doesn't really look like an axe anymore, but I think it looks very good, very big, and I just love this thing. So, there's a lot of things you can do with the weapons. Me, personally, I just like to have them as the simple version. I mean, this is the first version of Optimus Prime to be seen on the show, so I kind of like to have him have the simple weapons, and then have him upgrade later on, I guess, maybe? I don't know. But, I think the weapons are pretty good. I like this. So, with that out of the way, you get a fun transformation, you get a lot of articulation, which is good, a lot of stuff to do with the weapons, which is very nice, and I think overall the design is nice. It's just an awesome looking design. I like this. I really do. Anyways, with that said, I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all this fun doodads, and I'll see you guys next time.